Okay, we're going to go ahead and slow down and stop here as we come up to this intersection. You can see that we don't have a stop sign here. And then you always want to check your side street in a residential neighborhood like this, because sometimes the side street does not have a stop sign as well. Most of the time, the side street will have a stop sign or sometimes a yield sign, but here, the cross street does not have a stop sign or a yield sign. So this is what's called an uncontrolled intersection. So neither street has a control, a stop sign or a yield sign that would tell drivers who must yield the right of way. Okay, you can see there's a sign, a yellow diamond shaped warning sign that says no outlet. And if we could see down the street, we could see there's a T intersection that also, if we turned left there, would also have a no outlet, which basically means it's a dead end or it's not a through street. So we're back here in the corner of a neighborhood where there's no through traffic. So unless somebody lives back here or they're coming to visit somebody back here, there's very little traffic. And so I guess to save the cost of a stop sign or yield sign, because there's not very much traffic, sometimes you'll see uncontrolled intersections in residential neighborhoods like this. So it's very easy to confuse the rules for an uncontrolled intersection with the rules for a four-way stop, because they're similar, but there are some very important differences as well. Okay, so the rules for a four-way stop, again, are first car that gets to the intersection, first car that gets stopped has the right to go first. If two cars get there at the same time, the car on the right goes first. Okay, so the similarities are the car on the right has the right of way. Okay, the difference is, even if you get there first, the car on the right has the right of way. Okay, so unless we can clear the intersection and get all the way through it before the car on the right gets to the intersection, we have to stop. Okay, so a lot of people think, well, I got here first, so I get to go through the intersection first. And maybe, like here, we can't see to the right very well as we approach the intersection because there's a car in the driveway. So again, we always want to slow down and prepare to stop, treat it like we have to yield. As we slow down and prepare to stop, then we check our intersection: left, straight, right, straight, left. And if it's clear, then we can proceed through the intersection. As we slow down and prepare to stop, as we make our check, left, right, left, straight, right, we see a car approaching from the right, and we're not for sure if we could get all the way through the intersection before that car coming from our right reaches us, then we want to stop. On the flip side of that, most people probably don't understand the rules for a four-way stop. So as we're slowing down and checking our intersection, if we see a car approaching from the left, or like here, we can't see very well if there's a car approaching from the left because there are parked vehicles on the street. Again, we do want to err on the side of caution and yield until we know that car is going to give us the right of way, right? So remember, one important rule to remember about right of way is the only time you have right of way is when somebody else gives it to you. You can't just take right of way. It has to be given, right? It's a gift that has to be given by somebody else. So even though we know the rules and we're on the right and there's a car approaching from our left, so we would be on their right, we should have the right of way. As we slow down and check the intersection, if we don't know for sure that they're slowing down and giving us the right of way, we want to wait and make sure, right? So again, with uncontrolled intersections, like with any other intersection, you definitely want to err on the side of caution and make sure that you're slowing down and preparing to stop. And if there's any doubt whether a car coming from your left or even going straight, coming towards you is going to yield, you always want to yield and slow down and stop or prepare to stop until you know the intentions of that other vehicle. Okay, any questions about any of that?
I don't think so.
All right.